Yo, what's good, YouTube? It is your boy Flyer69 coming to you guys today with episode 26 of the Philadelphia Flyers franchise mode. And here we are in a very pivotal episode of the series. This is the draft 2028 NHL draft. Now, you might be asking, okay, why is this so pivotal? Well, it's because we've kind of blown it up last video at the trade deadline. We kind of had blown up this team because we were struggling mightily, big time. I mean, last year we had our struggles, and I thought it buffed out towards the end, but yet again, we had an embarrassing first round loss. And then this year, we still didn't do terrible, 38, 33, and 11. I mean, we still put over goals for over 3 goals a game. I mean, that's not terrible, but like, we were becoming very mid. And you don't want to be stuck around that, mid-pack, maybe make playoffs every year, but you're not going to do anything. You don't want to be stuck there. And I brought up the point last episode was when we went for the cup runs, those 2 seasons, season 3 and 4, I genuinely believe that might have screwed over the entire rebuild that we were on track for. Because we got Holton and we got Brizgalov. That was 2 great young pieces to start a rebuild with. And then we got nothing else because we went on to go win the cup in year 3 without either one really playing. Brizgalov in the finals, but Holton didn't really get playing until past couple of seasons. So now here we are at the draft. And this draft class, honestly, is not that strong. We're going to be picking around 16th. And right around 16th is really, we don't really know much about these guys, but you can tell when someone's going to be really good or really solid. And, just none of these guys look like that. Really, no. Jack Marshall, he doesn't look bad, but he's going to have 3 years till he gets in the NHL. Also, however the fuck you say his name. All these guys are going to take a while to get into the NHL, or they're not really almost ready. None of them are really like that. So that is a problem here for us. So what can we do come this draft class? I actually have my eyes on one player if he falls to 16. I don't know if he actually does, but if he does, this is potentially a head-scratching move in maybe some people's eyes. And that is Hugo Boudreau. Because I know he's going to have really good development. I know he's going to have that high potential. But we have Carter Hart. And he's still, 28, 29? So people are thinking, what's the point of even going for him if you already have Hart? You're thinking long term. You got to go long term. You're rebuilding again the way we were supposed to. We already so many assets. And we know no one around this range is really going to make an NHL impact. Why don't we go with a guy? Maybe he won't play as a starter right away or for multiple seasons, but he can be Carter Hart's replacement down the line or share a net with Hart. So that is something we are going to look at if he is there at our pick. He might not even be there at our pick, and what happens then, I don't even know. I thought about trading up, but to be honest, who would I want? I'm not really thrilled with most of these guys. Maybe Hornqvist, maybe Derek Hopkins, he doesn't really intrigue me. Hanula, he doesn't really intrigue me. Zykov, he doesn't. A lot of these guys really don't. Cameron Owens, no. Tarchukin, maybe a little bit, but not much. He really doesn't get me going. Chris Weidman, he's not bad, but yet again, my point stands. This draft class is pretty weak. If you're not in the top 5, forget it. If you're not in the top 5 picks, just forget about it. And yeah, they don't even want to trade any other picks, so it's no point. Alright, so here we are at the draft. The Canucks have the first overall pick. We are 16th overall, and Caden Savage goes number 1 overall. Okay, well, yet again, we weren't going to be trading up in this range. I just want to see. Drake, 77 overall, medium elite. Yeah, look how bad this draft class is. Look how bad it is. Cons, 4th overall, 76 overall, medium elite. Hopkins, yikes. This draft class is very mid. Very mid. Oh, this is just not good for us. Not good one bit. Zykov, 63 overall. I think it's more of a defensive class, I would say, than anything else. Very much so. Tarchukin, 69 overall. Top 6 forward medium. Alright. Hopefully, the goaltender doesn't go here to Vegas. I think Vegas might take goaltender. I would not be shocked here. And they do. Hugo Boudreau does go to Vegas. We probably should have traded up, to be honest. We really wanted him that bad. But to be real, I mean, I don't want to give up a lot of assets for really anyone in this draft. I mean, Albert Summers, I don't think he's going to be medium elite, but I think he'll be top 6. Colton Summers, he definitely isn't. So, I mean, Albert might be good. Corey Crowder, yeah, no. Yeah, we're probably just going to go Albert here. We don't really know much about most others in this draft. Top 6 forward, 64 overall. I'm not shocked. We have the 25th overall pick. Very much willing to trade that. Very much willing to trade either back and get a pick next year. Is maybe something I want to look at. I think that is definitely something I'm going to look at because, like I said, I am not a fan of most players here besides Chad Zajac, and he might not even be low elite. All right. Well, when do we pick in the second round? I mean, we can definitely. Let's call timeout here. I want to try and see what trade offers will I get. Will I get a first next year? Because that would make us 4 first-round picks next year, and I am very much comfortable with settling for that if I can. Or if not, just give me a second-round pick. Oh, that actually works perfect. 2 seconds, I mean, that works. Maybe add something else, sweeten it up, and call it a day. Zadina, we don't want. He makes too much money. William Karlsson, no thank you. No. I mean, the Jackets, I mean, that's next year's second. I'm not sure about that. We'll look into this. Maybe sweeten it up here with the Kings. I think another second-round pick would probably help a little bit with what we're trying to do. Wait, no. We're not throwing in anything. We want something else in return. Listen, they have a lot of second-round picks. They make a lot of sense. Give us a 4th, and let's call it a day. All right, you don't want to give up a 4th, understandably so. I'm just trying to finesse. 6th-round pick? 6th? No? Okay, I'm just willing to take the 2 seconds. I'm just trying to be greedy. We'll take the deal. We'll fall back. I mean, I'm not a huge fan. Maybe Zajac might turn out to be good. Let's see. Wolowski, 60 overall. Okay, well, that's a good pick for LA. I just want to see what Zajac becomes. He will be, whenever he pops up, a low elite. Oof. I didn't really think he was going to be elite because it wasn't fully like, okay, that does sting a little bit. That does sting just a wee bit. Oh, no. All right, but we still got a couple guys here like Donald Woolley and Riley Bear. We're going to go with Donald right here. Hopefully he's that low elite. Still top 4D medium. Damn it. All right, well, and of course, he was the low. Oh, my God. This is just not going good for us. This is just not going good for us at all. Oh, no. No, this is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Oh, damn. Okay. Well, when do we pick next? Because this guy we got to look at. We'll probably look at him as well as a Nerman, however you say his name. Sarno we were looking at. I remember looking at him. Yeah, we're probably going to take him eventually. I think we pick again before then. At least I think we do. I could be completely wrong. We'll find out. With our pick here, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of most players here. Well, because we don't know much about them, nor are they going to be really that good to begin with. Do we go with the defenseman here, Pyatt, or do we go... I mean, he's got the gem next to him, so I'm going to trust my scouts. He's probably like a top... Yeah, I mean, that's still a good pick. Top 4 defense and medium. All right, and then we have another second-round pick. Okay. What do we got to do here? Who we want to take? Do we want to take a risk and take the goaltender? Or do we let him fall a little bit, maybe take this winger, Devin Vandermeer? I think that could be maybe something smart. Maybe not. Or you take the goaltender here, which also a little bit of a risk, but it could be a very calculated risk. When's our next pick after this? I think it is pick 80. Okay, so I don't think we'd have to make our decision now. Who do we want? One or the other. Basically, that's all we got to go. One or the other. Who would I rather have? I mean, the goaltender. I'm willing to take the risk. As a Nerman, is he good? We've missed on so many of these picks because I just don't know much about these guys. Because to be fair, when I was starting the season, I was not expecting us to be any good. I mean to be good, not yeah. I was expecting us to be good, and that blew up in my face real quick. Helenas we'll probably take there, but I just want to see if we missed out on anybody really good. Sarno is a 63, whatever. Both of these guys were much better than the goaltender we picked. This has just gone great, hasn't it? It's just been fantastic. Fantastic draft for us here in Philadelphia. Yep, everything's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Hopefully this guy's pretty good. Low elite. Alright, we made up for it. Oh, thankfully. Ricard, Hellenis, playmaker, 65 overall, low elite. We needed that desperately. We really did. In our next pick here in the 4th round, what are we going to be looking at? Lots? Jude Lots? I mean, he probably like a top 4 defenseman. I mean, he's still pretty good for this range. Why not? Give him a shot. Jude Lots. Is he any good? Hey, he's enforcer too. That's pretty interesting. And we have another pick here in the 4th round. We are going to Jonathan Carlton. Oh, any relation to John Carlton of the Washington Capitals? We're going to go Daniel Fowler. Like I said, we don't know anything about these guys. He's shit. Okay, well, that just going great. And then we have a 7th round pick. Tiny Lovejoy. Yes, here we go. Low elite, 48 overall. Fucking perfect. All right, well, at least we ended on a high note. We got okay players. Like I said yet again. It was going to be an interesting season for sure. This is going to be a very interesting season coming up. Now, do we keep our head coach or do we really want to start fresh? I think I want to start fresh. This guy want to start Cup? Sure. But I think there might be better options in free agency. What about our associate coach? Would he? I mean, I don't know how good he'd fit the team. I really don't know. But he might be ready for an NHL coaching gig. But are we really want to bring him up? Is he going to be even much better than Isaiah? That is such a good point. Well, we can really offer him whatever he wants, but we're probably going to let him hit the market. More than likely, we're going to let him hit the market and see what other options we have. Doesn't mean we're letting him go. Well, no, we are really letting him go. It just, are we not going to re-sign him or go back after him is the question. That remains to be determined. But it's going to be, like I said, this is going to be a very interesting offseason because I am potentially going to trade Travis Konechny. In this upcoming draft, we're going to focus a lot on this draft coming up. Big time on this draft coming up. Hayes only wants 1.4 mil. I mean, that's good for me. We'll give you that. If you want to stay, cool. If you don't, good luck wherever else you go. I don't care. Bobby Brink, I'm going to let you decide if you want to come back. If you don't blame you. Okay, Giroux, we want to bring you back. I'm going to do whatever to bring you back. I don't care how much money you want. We're going to bring you back. Even if you're overpaid, don't care. Flyer forever. That's what you're going to be, okay? That's what you're going to be. Kevin Ball. I'm just shocked that Giroux is still around is my big thing. How? How is he still around? That is a very, very good question. I don't understand how, but he is. He just is. Okay, it is what it is. I keep just re-signing everybody. Wyatt Wiley, sure, you can come back. Ryder Workey, you don't want to come back? Okay, well, I understand why. We'll release you. We'll let you go somewhere where you can get some minutes, because it ain't going to be here. Like I said, this upcoming season, the kids are playing. Siggy's going to be playing. Where is he? Fedorov? Yep, he's playing. We got to get him in the NHL pretty quick. Yeah, because he's 23 already. He's 23. He needs to sniff at least some NHL minutes. He has some pretty good shooting stats as I just closed out the free sign phase. Way to go, you dipshit. Way to go. But, like, he is already 23. We need to kind of, get him going. He's been slow developing. We need him to get going. That's what we really need. Bykov, I don't know if he'll play. I don't know if Pashor's going to play, but he's 23 and at a low elite. Xavier Bolt, he's been very slow development. We drafted him year 1, right? Year 1 draft. 5th round, yeah. I mean, he's been very, very slow as well. A lot of these guys have been very, very slow development. Goaltending-wise, Comrie, we're going to let walk. Eric Comrie, we're going to let walk. Gascon, we're going to bring back. We're going to bring her back because it's a female. At least if I'm correct, it is a female. Felix Sandstrom, hopefully you come back. All right. Let's see if Hayes wants to come back. If he doesn't, I do understand. It's not something personal. We suck. Alright, Zaboral, you want to go. Drew does resign. Bobby does resign. Atard, okay. Hayes resigns. Okay, so we get the kind of important players that we want to resign. Gunler does resign. That's good to see. But are we going to trade Konechny? That is the big thing, because Konechny has a big old trade value. A lot of trade value. So does Provorov. That's another player we're going to look at. We're going to look at a bunch of these guys, look at their trade values, and assess it. Okay, should we trade them? Should we not trade them? I'm not sure. Dermott, we're going to let walk. He was not very good for us. Logan Stanley, if he wants to come back, sure. I don't really care. Ball doesn't want to come back, then just leave. I don't really care. Zaboral, we'll let walk. It don't matter to me. Basically, we got everyone we really want back. Zamula, if you want to come back, sure. If you don't, yet again, it's not going to hurt us. We need to overhaul this core. Whether it be maybe... Well, we also got to see what's here available in free agency. Because there could be some good young pieces that we could build around. Like I said, I don't know if I want to go full-blown rebuild. But we need to have a whole new core that we want to build around. Is really what we want to have here. We don't know what it's going to consist of. We don't know what our head coach situation is going to look like. We really, really don't know. As I'm speaking of head coaching stuff, we're going to take a look. Who fits what here in Philadelphia? 66%. This guy has a pretty damn good record. He has no Stanley Cups, though. He helps Farabee. Helps Byfield, most importantly. So that is something to keep an eye out on. He helps Byfield tremendously. That is something to keep an eye out on. Obviously, Isaiah Lee, who was just our prior head coach. Gilbert Fleury, he does not look terrible, but I think we're going to go after the best guy available. I think he will... I'm not even going to try and pronounce the last name, but he can help Byfield a lot. I mean, he really could help a lot. So we're going to give him the bag. We really want him to come here to Philadelphia because he could help Quentin Byfield maybe get some offensive game maybe because he fits. He fits his style of play, which is big for us. So I'm very, very curious to see how this is going to go. Where was the guy that was on our coaching staff? Because he should be here. Is that... No, it might have been him. It might be him. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure. Anze Kopitar. I mean, I would say get him as an associate, but I don't even think he's going to be that good. Rich Jocelyn. He could be a decent associate coach. Yeah, we need... Like I said, I want to bring in a whole new coaching staff as well because it could really help, like, big time if we were to do this. So we're going to go for him as well, associate coach. Get him what he wants. All right, so now we got that situated. We're going after our new coaching staff. Yeah, it kind of a little head scratching that we let our Stanley Cup, coach go, but you got it. I think it's the right move for us to do that, and we kind of start fresh. We need to start fresh, new faces, new places. Okay, this is what we need. We need a big refresh here in Philadelphia because it kind of got stale pretty fast. That is pretty impressive how quick it got. Like, very stale, very fast. Cole Caulfield, top 6 forward exact. That is pretty criminal if you were to ask me. He's only a top 6 forward. That's just EA for you. I don't even think I'm going to go for him because I'll get finessed or something. Yeah, I don't really want to. Gregory Denisenko, he doesn't look too bad. He's from Florida. He actually looks like he could be pretty good. I mean, he's young. He's 28 years of age. Doesn't look too bad. Philip Hedl. I mean, he might not be a bad acquisition either. Bo Horvat's here. Noah Gregor. Sidney Crosby. No, thank you. Keandre Miller wouldn't be too bad. He's 28 years of age. That wouldn't be too bad. We also do need some defense. So what are we looking at here defense-wise? Mikey Anderson's here. Jacob Morrissey, or Josh Morrissey, as I should say, is here. Keandre Miller. Bednar Docker. Ethan Bear. Nicholas Haig. Matt Grzelcyk. Vladislav Gavrikov. Interesting. Brett Pache's at 33 years old. Jeez. All right. Mario Ferraro. I mean, I'm not crazy for a lot of these defensemen because they want a lot of money. There's Chinkrin. Yeah, I'm not giving him $11.5 million. You're out of your mind. You're smoking something, bro. Get out of here. I mean, a lot of the defensemen here are kind of overrated, or definitely, yeah, overrated. They should probably not be getting paid this much. So I'm a little hesitant on that. There's Patrick Kane still in the league. How? I mean, that is quite interesting. Brad Marchand still kicking. Interesting. And he's coming off a point per game season with Anaheim Ducks. Good for Marchie. Good for him. Good for the Rat. Good for him. I mean, Brady Chuck's here, but I don't think that would make a lot of sense personally. I mean, we're dropping the bag. We're supposedly rebuilding. I don't know how that would even work. I mean, Philip Hedl, I mean, wouldn't be too bad. But yet again, I really don't know if we really need center. I think that's the least of our worries. I just think we need some good quality wingers and defense right now. As for right now, we do. I mean, there's not very many wingers I'm, like, really intrigued by because they all want so much money. I mean, Mitch Goff's here, but I'm not paying him $13 million. That's literally most most of our cap space. I am not doing that. Dylan Dubé, I mean, he might not be bad. Maybe. And still not that interested. LeBlanc, Hutsko, Ricard Raquel, Colasar. I mean, these are guys I'm not that interested in. I mean, like, Anthony Mantha wants what? What is this? 7.7 mil? And Tarasenko at 36 years of age wants 8.4 million. Get out of here. Only person that's kind of worth his price is Cole Caulfield, and even then, that's a little bit of a risk. Yeah, it is a risk if you go for Caulfield. Now, we could do it. I mean, Capo does. He does have a pretty good price tag. He had 66 points in 2026. We bring him in here. That could be a big old fuck you to New York. And it could be a very good signing because he's only 27, but it's a 6-year deal. And personally, I kind of like the Caulfield deal, or 7 mil for 3 years. But yet again, does this really make sense for us? Does this genuinely make sense for us? That is a bit. I don't know if it really does make sense for us. So let's find a trade. Let's go out and try and find a trade. Konechny's value has gone down a little bit. Farabee's is still pretty high, but he ain't going nowhere. Farabee's not going anywhere. They want to give us Nick Suzuki. I mean, we're taking in a big contract. And we have a pretty good contract with Konechny, so no, that's not happening. No deal. No. Alright, what can I get out of Konechny? Who wants him? And what can I do? Calgary wants him. Detroit wants him. Well, he's not going to go there. Florida wants him. LA wants him. No. Montreal? Okay, maybe Montreal. We can get something going here. I mean, I don't want Suzuki. I really don't. Even though he'd be actually probably pretty good for us because we could use that first line center. He would probably be pretty good. He does get paid a lot of money, though, which is something I am worried about. Yet again, do I really want to trade Konechny, though? That is the thing. That is the big thing. Do we actually really want to trade Konechny? Because we can get back to winning not too far from now. I mean, yeah, we have all these picks, but there's really no need just to blow up everything. There's really no need to blow up everything, so I don't know about trading Konechny. However, I am very much maybe willing to trade Provorov. That I'm maybe willing to do because you can get maybe a little bit of something out of that. I think there's a market there probably. Let's see. What can we get out of Ivan Provorov? And who even wants him? Calgary wants him. All right, what do you want? What can we get out of you, Calgary? What are you offering to us? What are you bringing to the table? Mikael Backlund. He is a two-way forward. Okay, I mean, nothing too crazy. Stefan Karlsson. This could be a nice player right here. He could be pretty nice. He basically literally averaged a point per game down with Calgary in the AHL. Okay. We can get a nice young defenseman, Theo Lindstein. Okay, there is actually options here in Calgary. There's options. Okay, so we can get Karlsson, who's 21 years of age. He's the top 6 forward medium. Or Theo Lindstein, who's 20. I'd actually rather Karlsson. And we can still get more out of this deal. Okay, this is nice. It's looking nice. DeBrusk is on this team. Interesting. Did we trade him here? We might have. Yeah, I think we did actually trade him here. I think so. Oh yeah, we did for Duclair. That is correct. We did. Defense. They do need defensive help, which I can understand. They also need winger help. So I don't know if trading Karlsson makes any sense for them. So for semi-realism purposes, we'll back off. We will back off just a wee bit. Any good prospects they got here in Chicago that we can work with? No. Okay. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? They've been bad for how long? And they still have nobody? Okay, good for them. Good for them. What do we got here? Montreal, but I mean, no. Ottawa? Maybe. What do we... I mean, they don't really have much to... I mean, any prospects that are like basically NHL ready? Tyler Boucher? I do not want Boucher. We can go for Shane Pinto, though. He's got a 1-year deal on his contract left. I mean, in real life, that'd be a good move, but I don't think that's going to work in NHL, so no thank you to that. How about the Sharks? What are we looking at here with San Jose? I just want an actual almost NHL-ready player, and Calgary had that, so I actually want to go back to Calgary. I don't really care. We need the finesse. We want good young players. I've been saying this. We want good young players. Let's go for Karlsson here, and we'll go in return. Who do we want in return? I would say Lindstein, but that is not going to happen, understandably so. We'll go for a pick. You're not getting a first out of them, no, sir. What about a fourth? We can probably do this. Carlson and a fourth for Ivan Provorov. Maybe add in another pick. Like I said, just as a finesser. I am finessing. I'm trying, okay? Let's see if this works. Rejected, okay. I'm willing to take off the 6 because Carlson could be a nice player. Plus, Provorov's contract's up, and you know he's going to want a big bag. He's going to want the bag. Rejected, okay. They don't want to give up a fourth. I mean, I can understand that a little bit. What about a fifth? If not, I'd rather take a player if you don't want to do this. Rejected, okay. I can understand maybe not wanting to give up a young prospect. So is there any NHLers you may be willing to want to get rid of? They don't even have any good NHLers. So I don't know how smart this would be for them anyway. It's not very smart for them, really. Okay. I will take, I guess, a 7th. I mean, I'm kind of getting finessed here a little bit. I mean, Stefan Carlson could be really good. But you get Provorov. Could help that back end, and they consider it a done deal. Stefan Carlson in a 7th for Ivan Provorov. I think Carlson's going to add something offensively that we could be lacking playmaking-wise. Yeah, we're going to be sorry defensively. Yeah. I mean, Provorov's contract is coming up. Yeah, it was coming up. We're redoing this whole blue line. We're redoing it completely, and we have a little bit more money now. So what are we looking at here? Filip Hronek. Keandre Miller was the one I was really looking at and liked because he's actually kind of worth his price tag, even though he's a 84 overall. So we're going to go after Keandre Miller. I'm going to give him a 4-year deal, even though he wants 5. I'm going to give him a 4-year deal, 5.7. I think that will maybe get the job done. And yet again, we also need to sign other defensive players. And they all want a lot of money, which is a little shitty. Mario Ferraro, we're going to go for. He's actually pretty cheap. I'm going to do a 2-year deal, 3.5. I think that's fair for Mario. I think that's fair. Broberg's here. Artem Zub. I'd rather just bring back Logan Stanley. I'm not even going to lie. Bring back Stanley. Get at least a decent defense. And we also need a backup goaltender. Michael DiPietro's here. Veggie is here. Wedgewall. Stolars we can bring back to the organization. Caden Primo. I think that's who we're going to rock with. He had actually a pretty decent year in Wilkes-Barre. Not too bad. Why was he in Wilkes-Barre? Pretty interesting. He's going to be a cheap contract. Might as well. I don't think he's going to be too bad. Why don't we sign Caden Primo? That should work pretty well. I also want to bring in a winger. Yeah, we're not going to trade Konechny. No. Robbie Fabry, how would he be? I mean, he has pretty good offensive awareness, good puck skills. He could be pretty decent, but I also want to get away from the snipers because we figured out the hard way that that's probably not the way to go. I'm just really just scrolling around. I mean, Josh Anderson might not be bad, but he's 34 years of age, but he's coming off a pretty decent season, so it might not be a bad idea. Dylan Dubé, Kevin LeBlanc. I mean, he might not be bad. Frank Vetrano. Tyler Toffoli, does he have anything left in the tank? No, he got nothing left in the tank. He ain't got no gas in it. No, sir. I mean, to be honest, I'm still not thrilled with this free agent class. So, I mean, this is just tough. I mean, we're in a tough spot. We're going to really have to build through this draft coming up. I understand defensively we're going to be weaker. Sadakov's going to make that big step. So is Damian Nielsen. We're really relying on these kids to, step up and be these guys that we need them to become and maybe become, a winning franchise again that we were literally a couple seasons ago. Because we still have good pieces. It's just we need to put it back together. That is the thing. I'm going to go for Robbie Fabry 1-year deal because why not? 3.4. Why not? I mean, what do we got to lose, really? I want another two-way forward here. We really do need another two-way forward. We could bring back Lindblom. That would be a nice little heartfelt story there a little bit. Jeannot. I do not want Tanner Jeannot. I mean, Josh Anderson, power forward. I mean, he scored 46 points for the Canadians. I mean, that's not too bad. I mean, Dylan Dubé, 1-year deal. 1-year deal for Dylan. Let's see what he's got. Let's see what Dylan's got. We're just going to try and overhaul his team, see what we can do. It's just all we can do. Like I said, I'm not sure I really want to blow up the team exactly. So, we got Lauren Bergeron. as the associate coach. What about head coach? Is he coming? He doesn't want it. All right. Well, I'm going to give you more money, and more money will persuade you. Dylan Dubé comes to Philadelphia. Rowdy Fabry signs. This is the signing we really needed, too, and he doesn't sign. He goes to Nashville. That does sting, because we really needed him out of anybody else. We needed Keandre the most. So that kind of definitely royally fucks us there. Definitely does. Okay, well, we're giving this coach the bag here. If he says no, he's an absolute clown. 6.7 mil times 4. You're stupid if you say no to that. Absolutely a bonehead if you don't say yes to that. Like, come on now. Defensively, we're going to look yet again. See if there's anything here that's, maybe an okay, cheap option. Or, alright. Before I even trying to spend money for no reason at all, what even are we looking at defensively next season? Who do I even want in the NHL? Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. We need 6. We actually need AHLers. So, okay, we do need to go out and sign at least one more NHL defenseman. And some AHL guys, that is for sure. Alright, sign him. I'm not going to try and pronounce his name. Eric Fadu, as I try to pronounce his name. Even though I said I wasn't going to try to, and I try. A little bit of a clown right here. Madsen Leslie, Ekelund, Coleman. I mean, he's not on any team. He actually could be pretty good. Sign him. Get on it. Right now. Right now. 1 mil. Get him. We got to go get him. Dursey, but he wants a little bit of money. All right. Who's the NHLer that we... I mean, Philip Broberg? I mean, maybe. I mean, we have 20 mil in cap space. So if I really need to, we can go out and sign a guy for maybe 1 year. See how it goes. I think if we really need to, that's an option we have on the table. I would love Bo Byram. Don't get me wrong. That's a lot of money you're spending, though. And I don't think we're ready yet. I do not believe we are ready yet. Alexander Romanov, that's actually not a bad price tag, but all these other teams want him. So it's going to drive up the price, which could then lead to a bad contract, which I want to stay away from. So I don't know about that one. Bernard Docker maybe wouldn't be a bad option here. He's young. He's actually a pretty good option. I think he's a little slight bit cheaper than Keandre. So we'll go for him 4 years, 5.8. See what we can do. Like I said, I'm just throwing the kitchen sink here. I just want a good NHL defenseman. Alexander Coleman does sign. Welcome to Philadelphia. Hopefully he can help us eventually long term. How much more money do you want, bro? Alright, Bernard Docker signs. Alright, that sucks. Whatever. I guess he doesn't sign. But we do get a good defenseman. That's going to help a bit. I have to give this guy, what, $7 million is what he wants? You want 7 mil, buddy? Fine, I'll give you your $7 million. I hope you're happy. You're going to make us go almost bankrupt, okay? You're really making us break out the paychecks, because we really need you. Because I let go the other guy, Isaiah Lee. The guy that won us the Stanley Cup, by the way. So we're letting him go, and I have faith in you to turn this ship around, buddy. I have faith. And he does finally, yeah, you have to give him almost $7 million for him to come to Philadelphia, even though we were just coming off 2 cup appearances not too long ago. Are we really that much in disarray right now? Are we really that bad, that much in disarray? That is blasphemy. We're not that bad. Come on now. We're not that bad yet. Or at least I don't think we're going to be that bad because I'm not allowing us to be that bad. Well, you say rebuild. That's a lie. I did say rebuild. But I still struggle saying rebuild because I really don't want to rebuild it because I still believe we can. Now the core is younger. Oh, what core? Actually, to be fair, Byfield, you're going to rely on Byfield to maybe step up his game. Winger-wise, I mean, you got Duclair still. Big contract. That is also a good point. Can we trade Duclair for anything? Oh, 2 seconds. All right, now see. I'm going to take this deal with Florida because I want his contract off the books because that's going to hurt us long run. Get it off the books now. We can get someone else in return or cheaper option. We don't need him. We really don't need him. Let him go. Let him go wherever he wants. Whatever. Who cares? Get that contract off the book. Let's go. All right. Hoglander. Niles Hoglander. He's still here. I don't know if I want to pay him that much. Then Cinco, I might. I don't know. I really don't know. Tyler Toffoli's here. Garrett Clark, Grame Clark, however you pronounce his name, who knows. Center wise, I mean Matt Duchene's here. Mason Shaw might not be a bad addition. Maybe. Like I said, I'm not crazy for a lot of these guys. You can go for like a nice little short-term piece and maybe like a Josh Bailey, Jacob Peltier. Interesting. I don't know how that would work if we were to go for Vander Kane. That's actually an interesting. Did he have 11 points in 20 NHL games? He did. I think he still has a little bit of gas left in him. Let's go get Evander Kane. Why not? I mean, what do we really got to lose? In all reality, what do we really have to lose? Not much. Not much at all. Let's make some bold moves. Do we really have any high expectations of upcoming season? No. Sadly, no. But we'll get there. Evander Kane, welcome to Philly. Isaac Rosen, Edward Sale, welcome. Welcome. All right. Well, I think we're good making moves here in free agency. I think I'm actually kind of happy with the stuff we've done. We haven't blown it up completely. We have not yet, because there's still the trade deadline. If we're really bad, then we're really shipping sale, trading everybody. That's when it's going to come down to trading everybody. I want to see how the new coach does for us. I want to see how we go and see where this takes us. I still believe we can be good. I wouldn't say like cup winning good, but I still think there's the potential there. We have 3 first-round picks this upcoming draft. There's a lot of assets we have if we do stink again, where we can sell. And if we are good, we can buy because of all the assets we have. We're in a really interesting spot where if we are like a borderline playoff team and there's some good players in free agency, like I said, we have so many assets, we can buy in and just use all those assets and acquire good pieces. Maybe long-term pieces, not short-term, long-term pieces. I'm not going for a nice little short-term rental that could bite us in the ass in a couple seasons. No. We need a long-term commitment to whatever moves we do, okay? If it's a big trade, that's what I mean. We need long-term commitment. This upcoming draft's going to be huge for us. 3 first-round picks. Hopefully this draft class is a lot better than the last one, because the last one was so bad. I really hope it's a lot better. Hopefully there's like a Connor Bedard in here. That'd be fantastic. We're getting so many trades. I'm about to turn this shit off. I mean, I don't care. A lot of these guys are trash or mid. I'm not trading Claude Giroux. I'm not trading them. Piss off. There. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Hopefully. Damn, we're still selling a hell of tickets though. Look at us. Because fans love us in Philly. Best fans in the world. Questionable. Very questionable. It's very questionable. All right. First line wise, what are we going to be working with here? They got Byfield stuck on the third line. All right. Well, I want Holtonen getting some minutes, probably more than likely. Would Byfield work with maybe second line? And then you can move. Here are the lines I had decided to come up with. Holtonen, Byfield, Farabee, first line. Second line, Konechny, Couturier, Gauthier, second line. Third line, Giroux, Carlson, Cade Siggy. Fourth line, Dylan Dubé, Kevin Hayes, Robbie Fabry. Defensively, we got Yuri Sadikov and Yuri Briskalov, the Yuri and Yuri line back together. Oh my god, stop. Jacob Bernard Docker and Alexander Coleman and Damian Nilsson playing with Logan Stanley as a duo right there. Very interesting. They are a -1. I think they'll be fine here eventually. And also, big change captaincy-wise. There are no captains. We have decided no captain. Hayes has lost his C. Actually, let me fix that because he is in the lineup. He wasn't in the lineup before, but he's going to get it back. He's going to get it back. He gets the captain back. Actually, nah, he loses it. I don't want to give anyone the captaincy, honestly. I really don't. Well, Farabee. Yeah, sign it. Alternate. No one's the captain. We're going to have a year of people playing for the captaincy, okay? You want to have that C on your chest. Hayes has lost it. He's also washed a little bit, not going to lie. He's a little washed. Buried on the fourth line. Does it really mean we need to strip him of it? Maybe. Maybe just a little bit. It's playing has nothing to do with the captaincy, really. It really doesn't, but well, we'll just say it does. All right, edit lines. Just want to see if anything changed overall wise. No, nothing did. Siggy actually went down to a 79. Okay, whatever. Hayes actually went down overall. So did Drew, and everyone else. Okay, hopefully Danny Nielsen can actually play really well with Logan Stanley. Is what I'm hoping. They're the polar opposites of each other, so maybe they actually mesh together. Obviously, Carter Hart in net for us here in Philadelphia, and this could be a very, very compelling season. Also, draft class. I want to look at the draft class real quick, get an idea what we're looking at here. All right, Boris Tarchukin, probably the brother of the other Tarchukin we had last draft. Ollie Pilstrom, Pierre Sontag, Charles Muley, however you say his name, Yuriki Jolukin, Serge St. Louis, gotta be related to Martin St. Louis. Avery Rodney, Eric Rocan. Okay, so we're going to definitely take a look into this, and we're going to hope that this draft class is much, much better than the last, because we are desperately going to need to have a very, very good draft, because we have 3 first-round picks. We got to keep this in mind. Hopefully, we have a really decent... Hopefully, we're just decent or bad. I just want to be good or really bad. It's just really good, really bad. That's all I want to be. I don't want to be in the middle, which I've kind of set this team up to be in. But yet again, we can sell at the deadline if we are mid. That's all I got to do. We can just sell. It's going to be a very compelling year 7. Very curious to see where this is going to take us. And I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in for the next one.